think it's a very important moment. Brazil and the UAE are completing now 45 years of bilateral relations. So we were one of the first countries to establish diplomatic relations with the UAE. And also, we opened the embassy here 41 years ago. So it's important visit. During this time, we had one presidential visit 10 years ago. And this is the second presidential visit from a Brazilian president to the UAE. And it comes in a special moment for our bilateral relationship. The moment where our bilateral relationship are coming to a new level of not only from friendship, but of contacts and economic, commercial, cultural, lots of aspects that are putting our relations in a better level, in a higher level. Last year, we signed an agreement to avoid double taxation between the two countries, and we also signed an agreement on investment facilities, cooperation to investment facilities in the beginning of this year. So now we are in a higher level, in a level where we can develop other aspects of our bilateral relationship. In the field of defense, in the field of science and technology, in the field of protection of the environment. So it's a new period for our relationship, which this visit come to mark the beginning of this new phase of our relationship. Brazil is the greatest partner for the UAE in Latin America. So we can be as a door, an entrance for the UAE in all the region. Brazil plays a very important role in Latin American relations, and not only in the world dynamics. So I think that this is an important partnership that we established between Brazil and the UAE. For Brazil, of course, UAE is also at this point, is our second largest partner in this region. And UAE could also be a very important door, very important entrance for Brazil in many aspects, for the Gulf region, for the Arab world as a whole, for Asia. So, of course, that politically we have lots of things in common. We are in agreement in many situations in multilateral fora. So, yes, if you talk about politics, of course, that is one of the most important relations that we have in this part of the world. And then I think that culturally, sports, tourism, that's something that will come. That's something that we have still to work on. We would like to have more Brazilian tourists coming to Dubai and to the UAE, and we would like also to have more Emirati tourists going to Brazil. We have already 2 flights per day, one to São Paulo, another to Rio, so we hope that will come. We have now here, we estimate a population of around 10,000 Brazilians living in the UAE. So that's very important to make our people closer, so that I think that still there is, the UAE do not know very well what is Brazil, how we are, what we have in many aspects. And it's the same in Brazil. So last year we had in the São Paulo Book Fair, Sharjah was the guest of honor country. And it was a very important moment to people in São Paulo who went to this book fair to take contact with the Emirati culture, with Sharjah specifically. But still there are many things that we have to work on to make the people closer, because there are so many aspects that we share, so many values, that we share, and of course that there is a lot of space to make this relationship better. We arrived on Saturday, 26th, and the visit will take place on the 27th, on Sunday. So there will be the official part of the visit in the government palace. And in the morning, the president is going to open a business forum, Brazil UAE Business Forum, in the morning of that day. And then in the afternoon, the president will make some protocolar visits, probably to the Great Mosque and some monuments in the city. And he is departing from the UAE, from Abu Dhabi, in the morning of the 28th, on Monday. Yes, with the government. The ministers probably will be there. Then we do not have exactly the list, but of course that we expect that the main political people will be there for this meeting. We have an official delegation coming with the president, Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Minister of Economy, probably the Vice Minister of Defense, so Science and Technology, so the Chief of Staff of the President, Anyway, there will be an important, some congressmen are also accompanying the president in this trip. And then we have a very important business delegation. Until yesterday, we had already a little more than 100 Brazilian businessmen that are coming for the business forum. So it's really an important visit and with a big delegation.